Welcome to Learning English with Leanne, Help with Writing. This video will look at how to use because and commas. How to use because as a conjunction. It's very important to have good sentence structure to use because well and how to use commas. So you can see is an independent clause with a dependent clause. So what does that mean? An independent clause has a subject, a verb. It's very easy to understand, just like this. A dependent clause is the because and the reason why. Let's see an example here. So the exam was easy. This is the independent clause. It has a subject, it has verb, it's easy to understand, has clear meaning. Then we add the dependent clause, so the because and the reason. But when we look at it like this, it's difficult to understand the meaning. The meaning's not clear. We must have the independent clause so that we can understand what the sentence is trying to say here. Here's another example. We have our independent clause again. It's a subject, it's a verb, we can understand it easily with the reason why, our dependent clause. Again, like this, the meaning is difficult to understand. With our independent clause, the sentence has good, clear meaning. Some more examples for you. We have the independent clause first and the dependent clause, the because and the reason. We can also start with our dependent clauses first. So these three examples for you. Because the research was incomplete. Because I studied very hard. Because no one ever answers the phone. Our dependent clauses are first here, followed by the independent clause. The action we are talking about. Let's look at the commas that have been used here. So here's some little rules at the bottom. There are more rules than this, but this is just for a beginning to use commas and because. So you can see, firstly, I'll highlight some information for you. So we use a comma when it is negative. Okay, so if we have a look here, our independent clause are negatives. Didn't pass, were not. So these are negative independents. So we have a comma before our because to connect the two together because it is negative. Also, when we start with because, in the dependent clause. So these three here, we start with because. And because we have our dependent first, we use the comma between our two different clauses. You'll notice that the first two sentences, we don't use a comma here. Why? Because it's a very clear reason why for the independent. It's simple, it's clear, it's easy to understand that this is the reason why. If there were other meanings, we would use a comma, but that's another video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share with your friends, and subscribe. To subscribe, press the button in the corner. Thank you.